Hello dear traders and investors. Thank you very much for watching us. Dear viewer, please give this video your royal like. Your like is extremely important for spreading the project Guru.Markets. Now we will analyze the main fundamental indicators of the company Berkshire Hathaway Inc., ticker BRK-A. This review was made using current information as of April 28, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets company Berkshire Hathaway Inc. belongs to the subcategory holding. 27 companies participate in the assessment. This is very representative. Let's start with summary information about the company. If necessary, you can pause the video. We invite you to take a closer look at each of the company's indicators. Access to the database with ticker classification is absolutely free and open. I kindly ask you to share a link to this video with your friends. Thank you for your repost, as well as other help. It's all extremely helpful in further work. Well, friends, we are starting. Market capitalization of the company Berkshire Hathaway Inc. is $873.96 billion. With a subcategory market capitalization of $2,065 billion. Berkshire Hathaway Inc. accounts for a share of 42.319% and is one of the leaders in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is $194.69 billion. With a balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory of $627 billion. Berkshire Hathaway Inc. constitutes a share of 31.051%. Comparing the occupied shares of market and balance sheet capitalization, we see the following. Share Berkshire Hathaway Inc. in the subcategory in the case of assessing the exchange value is 42.319%. The balance sheet capitalization is 31.051%. This is 27% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and balance sheet capitalization of the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Final company assessment Berkshire Hathaway Inc. will be demonstrated at the very end of the video. Please look at the logic of the study to the end. The debt obligations of the organization under study amount to $46.725 billion. Debt to book value represents 24% of the company's equity. Result on the company's debt obligations. Good, 1 point. The company's market price to earnings balance corresponds to 9.1. While the average in the subcategory is 10.7, which is 15% lower than the average in the subcategory. Assessment of stock market value to profit ratios in comparison with subcategory companies. Good, 1 point. Profit for the last 12 months amounted to $96,223 million. Future earnings for the coming 12 months are expected to be $41,681 million. 56.7% less than at the current moment. An assessment of projected future profit performance in comparison within the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's value to revenue ratio is 2.4. The subcategory average is 2.1, which is 14% higher than the subcategory average. Assessment of the company's market price to revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. Revenue for the last 12 months was $364,480 million. Future revenue for the coming 12 months is tentatively expected to be $157,880 million. And this is 57% less than at the current moment. An assessment of the estimated future sales volume in comparison with the indicators in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. If you are interested in our analytics, then, in this case, we kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell. The margin is 26.4%, with an average in the subcategory of 19.9%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 6.5%. Profitability assessment in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of subcategory personnel is 31.33%. This is 35% less than the market capitalization share. And this fact reflects the imbalance of the company's current exchange value Berkshire Hathaway Inc., most likely towards revaluation. The amount of capital per company employee is $2,204,000. Whereas for the subcategory $1,632,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's performance is 35%. Estimation of the company's market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit per individual employee is $242,700. Average in the subcategory, $151,900. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 60%. Estimation of profit per individual employee of the company in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. Revenue per individual employee of the organization is $919,000. By subcategory $762,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 21%. Estimation of revenue per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Good, 0.5 points. The volume of sales transactions corresponds to 0.1%, with an average for the subcategory of 2.6%. This is an assessment of the possible risk of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 43% for the company Berkshire Hathaway Inc. For the subcategory, the RSI level, 14, is 49%. Potentially, securities of the subcategory are valued approximately the same as shares Berkshire Hathaway Inc. Comparing the movement of the company's stock price Berkshire Hathaway Inc. and subcategory shares. We see that over 12 months the promotions Berkshire Hathaway Inc. showed a dynamics of 23.5%. Against price changes in the subcategory -8.7%. This clearly does not indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. The overall result is as follows: 0.5 out of 10 points. Average score for the subcategory, -0.7 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire market in total, we see that the average result for the entire stock market in total is 0.3 points. Against a score of 0.5 points for the company Berkshire Hathaway Inc. Let's go to the order table, which is available. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all publicly made decisions by the stock valuation information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Based on the analysis of the company's securities Berkshire Hathaway Inc. Information and reference assessment System.GURU.Markets. The decision was made. Do not open a deal due to the fact that Berkshire Hathaway Inc. is an overvalued company in the subcategory. Thank you all very much for watching to the end and for using the help System.GURU.Markets. You really are the best audience in the world.